Welcome back to our channel Brain Intelligence. Today we're going to learn how to create a live analog clock in Excel. Let's start preparing the data table required to create the dial of the clock step by step. Type minutes in cell A1 to make the first column of the input data. Then we have to add 1 under 60 times representing the 60 minutes of the clock. To do it quick, select row 2 to row 61. Edit 1 and then hold Control key and press Enter to fill the below rows with the same value. Type hours to make the second column of the input data. Then add 1 under 12 times representing the 12 hours of the clock. The same, so we will go from row 2 to row 13. Edit 1, then press Control key followed by Enter. Create the last column by typing dial case and enter 1 under it, one time only, representing outer clock case. Having done the table, highlight all the first minutes column all the way to row 61. Then navigate to Insert tab and select Pie ribbon, then Donut. Donut being created, click on the chart, delete title and all other legends. Then extend the selection box to cover hours and dial case columns. By doing so, the dial is formed from inside to outside to include minutes, hours, and case as the very outer contour. Now, right-click on the chart to go to Format the Chart area. Select No Fill to give the chart a transparent background. Then choose No Border Line. Stay on the donut chart. Click on the outer ring and select Format Data Point. Choose solid color under fill. Let's choose here like a gray color, for instance. Afterwards, select no border line by going here downwards. Then go to 3D format, change top bevel to this shape. Last, navigate to the donut hole size and adjust it as per your preference if necessary. Better keep it like 75%. Now the dial case is created. Select the middle ring representing the hours, the middle ring, and right click to select Format Data Series. Then go to Fill, select Gradient Fill, and you can choose whatever color. I'm happy with this color. Afterwards, move downwards to select No Border Line and press Enter. Still in the middle ring, go to Add Data Labels and click it. Now you see ones on each hour, which we need to convert to clock hours to be labeled from 1 to 12. To do so, let's create an hour label column. Insert numbers 1 to 12 in that column by dragging the fill handle when the autofill option button appears. So what we'll do like this all the way till here. And when the fill handle here at the autofill option button, we'll press fill series. And here we come. Now navigate again to the clock dial. Select the middle ring again. Choose Format Labels, Data Labels. Then choose Value from Cells. Select Range, which is from the hour label table to cover the numbers 1 to 12. Press OK and untick Value. Moving to the inner ring representing the minutes or seconds, go to Add Data Labels and click it. Now you see ones on each minute, which is which we need to convert to 60 dots instead. First, let's create a minute label column. And to do it quick, let's select row 2 to row 61 again for 60 entities. And then edit dot, then control key followed by enter. Here we got 60 dots. Navigate again to the clock dial chart, select the inner ring, and go to Format Data Labels. Choose Value from Cells. Again, the range here, we will choose the newly installed inserted minute label, all the 60 dots. And then we untick Value. Now here, you notice we got dot in each of the clock minutes ring. Now, having converted all the ones to dots at the inner ring, now we have to go to Format Data Series and select No Fill, then choose No Border Line. Doing so, we have completed now the clock dial and left only with the hands. To make the clock clearly visible, navigate to View tab and untick grid lines. So now we are left with a screen free from any grid line in the background. It's obvious that the clock needs mild clockwise rotation to make the 12 on the hour ring straight upright towards the ceiling. To do so, select the dial case and go to Format Data Point. Go to the angle of first slice under the series option and change it to 15 degrees and press enter. Now the 12 is vertical. It's time now to create the hour hand formulas. So we'll come here, we'll just type hour hand and we'll insert here hours, hand thickness, and remaining. So to start now with the hour, we need to identify what do we mean by hour. It's the current hour of the day. However, we should take into consideration the maximum hour in the clock dial, which is 12. Therefore, if it happens to be any time in the afternoon, that timing should be converted to PM format and not kept greater than 12. To do so, insert the if condition formula in the function bar, which should be equal to if condition hour of the current timing, which is now, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, greater than 12, then we need the new timing to be hour of current time, which is now again, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, minus 12. Otherwise, if it's less than 12, the same timing should retain hour of now, parenthesis, close parenthesis. Then we close parenthesis. Then to get the minutes and seconds as part of the hour, we have to add to it minute of the current time, which is now, divide by 60 to convert it into hours, plus second of the time present, divide by 3600 to convert seconds into hours. And by pressing this one, we get all this decimal number. Now we move to the hand thickness. Let's type now 5. Then we'll explain why. And for the remaining, we mean what's remaining from the 12 hours, which should be equal to 12 hours minus, in our case, the current time, which is the G3. That's the formula we have to insert under the function bar. So now we are done with the hour hand. Having finished the data input for the hour hand, copy the hour hand formulas and paste it below. Modify the hour to minute. So what we will do here, we will copy the same formulas. We put it here. Instead here, we put here minute hand instead of hour hand. We put here minutes and we keep minute thickness. Now for the minutes, we have to change the formula here because the formula will be the minute now plus the second converted to minutes. So it will be equal to, without any if condition, minute of now plus second of now, parenthesis, close parenthesis, divide by 60, where we converted now the seconds to minutes, and press enter. Now we are done with the minutes. For the hand thickness, again, we will keep it as 5. And for the remaining time, in this case, we have to change here 12 to 60 because there are 60 minutes and minus the current one, which is a G8 in our case. It will give us the minute hand. Now, having completed the minute hand data input, we have to follow the same procedure. We'll copy the minute hand formulas and paste it below, and then modify the minute to seconds. For the seconds, now we only revise the formula to be equal the second of the current time without any conversion required. For the hand thickness, we will keep it 5. And for the remaining time, it will stay here the same because there are 60 seconds minus the G13. It will give us the remaining time in seconds. Now we are in the process of drawing the hour hand. Highlight the hour hand formulas. Navigate to insert tab. Select 2D pi. Delete the title and the legends. Right click on the chart, select format chart area, choose no fill, and go downwards and choose no border line. Enter. Now select the pi series. Navigate to format data series. Go to fill. Choose no fill. Then select no border line. But before this, I just want to draw attention here. What are those 3 portions? So the biggest one is the 9. Then the smallest one is the 2 point. And the hand thickness is the 5, which is this one. Now we have to focus on the middle one, on the hand here. So by doing this, we press now enter. Then we go back to the hand thickness slice. Right click, go to format data point. Navigate to border and choose solid line. I want to choose the black color to be the hour hand. Then press OK. Having completed drawing our hand, we can move now the we can move the chart anywhere we want. And let's do now the minute hand by following the same procedure. And we have to choose the color to be red for the minute. So let's do copy, paste is the easiest. Uh, or let's do the same procedure again. Just highlight the minute, go to insert, then 2D pie. Again, remove the title, the legends, then come here, put format chart area, no line, no fill, no line, keep it transparent. Then in this case, we have again to look at the 5, which one is the 5. So this is the 5 because the others are bigger, and we have to always flag the minute thickness slice of the slice. So what we will do here, we go choose the series and go format data series, go to fill, put no fill and no line, and always keep in mind where was the 5, which is this one here. When we come here, we just choose this one, and then we go to format data point, and we go to border solid line, and we're going to choose the red color for the minute hand, and then press enter. Now we have the minute hand here. Let's do now the last one, which is the second hand, by highlighting all the second data. And again, following the same, going to insert 2D, remove title, remove legends, format data series, no fill, no line, and check which one is the 5. The 5 is this side, because the slice, because it's smaller than the remainders. So what we have to do now, we have to select this slice, go to format data point, go to fill solid line. Let's make it green color to represent the second hand. And now make sure not to forget to go to the format chart area and remove no fill and select the no border line so that it will have a transparent background. Now we have to adjust the size of the hands. First, select the hour hand chart. Make sure you select the chart, not the series, and go to Format tab. In the height scale, adjusted 2.5 inch instead of 3 inch. And we have to do the same for the minute. So again, we go out of the chart, then this is the series, we don't choose it, we choose the chart. This is the right way. Then go to format and make the minute hand bigger than the hour hand, that is 2.7 inch. And finally, we have to adjust the second hand and make it the biggest. Go to format tab, then to the height scale, adjust it to 2.9 inch. And now what we have to do, we have to select all the 3 charts. We press shift and select each of the charts. And then choose format tab, shape format tab. Choose align ribbon, align center, align ribbon again, but this time align middle. So now we got all those aligned, the center, and connected to each other. Now change the hour hand thickness to 0. Instead of 5, we put 0.209. And you will notice that the black one will become a line instead of slice. And the minute thickness and the second thickness, we'll change them both from 5 to make them 0.03. Also, if you notice that those numbers keep on changing because they are live, and accordingly the seconds and the minute hands keep changing. So yeah. So now we have to drag the hands and place them inside the clock. But before, let's make the clock a little bit bigger by pressing on the chart. And then we can move them separately. It doesn't matter, just for the time being to inserted side. Then we are left with the last one. So all the hands are inside the dial now. Now what we will do, we just select one of them and then press Control A. Select the outer and then Control A. Now all the stuff are being taken, and then we go to shape format, choose align ribbon, align center, and again align, but this time align middle. And now we have to check now how is the hands with respect to the watch. If we want to arrange the clock smaller, make it smaller a little bit, then move it a little bit like this. Or just adjust it. Then after we adjust the size, we can do the same trick again, Control A. And shape format, align center, then align. Now to make all the charts as one block, select the clock chart, press Control A, go to shape format tab, and then let's do group here. And by doing so, we can move now the whole clock. First, we have to select the outer one, then we can move the whole clock as one piece. Even though the clock charts are grouped as one block, you can always adjust any of the charts separately by navigating to page layout. So you can go to page layout tab and selection pane, and you can choose here separately each chart or each text box, if any. You can customize the clock by adding a brand name to it. Let's put our channel name as an example by going to insert tab. So what we'll do here, we go to insert tab, and then we go to text box, open it here, and let's edit brain intelligence. We can adjust the font, look bigger, color, whatever we prefer to have the color. Afterwards, we come here, right click and format shape. Choose no fill and no border line. Press enter. Now move it somewhere inside. We'll put it here, let's say at the top, and make sure that always by going send it to back so that it will be behind the hands of the clock. You can also add the day and date of the day. To do so, insert a new formula against today's date. So let's type here today's date and insert in the function bar the formula equal now is the current date. Make sure to go to the format cells and change the number to date and choose the day and the month only, like 14 March. And under it, insert today's day. Again here, insert in the function bar equal upper for capital letters of the day, open parenthesis text, open parenthesis G17, which is the date here, comma. We need 3 letters in the day, D times, close parenthesis, and again, close parenthesis one more time. Here we get the day. Now we can insert, go to insert tab, text, text box, open text box and go to function bar, put equal today's date, enter and adjust the date and order, then move order somewhere and right click send to back. Do the same again for the day. Text box, today's day, enter and adjust border, and then got the dial. Right click send to back as well. Having finalized the clock dial design, you can select all the clocks and group and regroup all for one chart. Save format group. Now we have it as one chart. Finally, it's time to bring the clock to life. Navigate to Developer tab. Then go to Insert ribbon and select Toggle button. Draw the button here. And by double clicking on it, it will take you to Visual Basic for applications where we have to write the VBA code. In our case, we have it saved on the desktop. But at the same time, for you guys, you can copy the VBA code from the video description below. So this is the code. You just select all the contents, excluding the top private sub and the end sub. Press right click, copy. Then go back to the Excel sheet. Double click, Control V, just paste it here. Then close the window and go back to the Excel. Then for us to activate the button, we have to go back to Developer tab, deselect the Design Mode ribbon, and try clicking on it, double click, try several times until the watch starts. For a realistic look of the clock or watch, move the toggle button to the edge of the clock in order to resemble the winding key or the crown of the clock. To move the button, you need to select the design uh, mode the ribbon under developer tab by clicking on it. And then you can adjust the size or move, can reduce the size just to make it start, or and also move all the way to keep it here connected to the clock or the watch. And once you are done, again, you have to go to developer uh, tab and deselect design mode, and you press on the start and the watch should start working. Um, Please do not forget to save the file as micro enabled by going to the File tab and going to Save As. Then here under the extension, you have to change it to Excel macro enabled workbook. The reason why you have to save it to save the VBA code for good, and every time you access the Excel, it will be already saved there.